talking about the TC Helicon Perform VG. That's this thing right here. I'm particularly excited to talk to you guys today about this device because this is one of my favorite pieces of equipment that I've ever owned. It doesn't necessarily do the best job that it's available on the market or the best of anything on the market perhaps, but I think it does a very good job at a lot of different things. Everything you need all in one compact device that mounts on your mic stand. It's so convenient. It's at least as good as it needs to be. For me, I never feel like I don't have what I need through this device for a solo acoustic performance. The only thing it doesn't have is a looper. If this had a looper built in, it would be too powerful. So today I want to go through it a little bit and show you what it can do, how to use it, the information that you need so that you can save money on your solo acoustic setup by buying this. You can see what's on the front here. I'm going to show you the back side as well, and you can see right here I've got a headphone port coming out. I really like the headphones because it just allows you to listen exactly what's coming out of this device. I use this with my loop table conglomeration of music devices I've got sitting over there. Send the full mix into here, and then I send my main mix out actually from this, and I just get to listen. If I want to just practice, I can just listen, have a totally clean mix in my headset. So I love that there's a direct headphone port here. But if you could see here, we've got this central knob. If I turn down, you're going to hear my voice goes down. If I turn up, you can hear my voice is going up. So that's your volume, and you could see there's only one knob here. And so you got to learn how to use device, but it's very intuitive, and it's just amazing how it's so compact and gives you everything you need right here. You don't need a mixer, you don't need delay, you don't need reverb, you don't need pedals, these kinds of things, because it's all right here. The only other thing that you would want to get with this is the Switch 3 or the Switch 6. I think in the range of 70 to 140 or something like that. Also made by TC Helicon to go with this device that allows you to trigger the harmonies or trigger different effects using the switches. I've bought both actually, a Switch 3 and a Switch 6 that I use with different setups. It's just great to be able to have different harmonies available to you with your feet or to be able to trigger the delay. Now, like I said, if it had a looper, and you could use that with the Switch 6, this would be literally all you need. You get this and a Switch 6, and you're good to go. Right now, you hear my voice coming through dry. I've got right here, this red light that's on is phantom power. This is a condenser mic. This can power condenser mics. 3 effects right here that are for the vocals. You have your harmony. If I turn this on, you're going to hear there's a third harmony. This sounds weird when you're talking. You've got reverb. Check, check. You've got echo. Check, check. So, in my opinion, that's really all you need for vocals. The harmony, the reverb, and echo. That kind of gives you everything you need. Within the reverb effects, this is how you would set the reverb effects. So, if we hold down the reverb effect, you see it lights up purple. And you can control the levels here. And if we keep going, it switches to a new reverb. You've got a red reverb. Check, check, check. There's like a whole reverb or something. And then a blue one. Check, 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 check. So I like the pink one. I just like to keep it on a light setting. But for talking, we'll keep it off. The same is true for the echo. So we can take the echo up. And we can go cycle through 3 different echo effects. Check, 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 check. But again, I've found that for me, it's the purple one. So within the harmonies, you can set up third harmonies, fifth harmonies. You can set up multiple harmonies, a third and fifth, or octaves, or octave down, octave up. You would set the vocal level of your mic using this set button right here. So if I hold set and then let go, it's red, and I can control the volume of the mic, the gain of the mic right here. Check, 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 check. So we're going to leave it kind of where it was. And then this blue light overall is your mix, is the total mix. Let's set this down a little bit. So the blue light is your overall mix. So right now I've got the mix on 100%. I don't necessarily need to do it that way. I could set the mic volume higher, or I could set my guitar volume higher. If I've got my guitar routing into here as well. If I want to set the guitar volume, I'll hit mix, and now I'm controlling the guitar volume. And so what you do is you've got your mic volume set, and then you set your guitar volume, and then this controls the master. The blue controls the master. So you do your mixing with these two functions, the set function and your mix function, and then you just bring the master volume up or down right here. There's some features up here. You have a tone, check. I don't really use these too often. You've got an anti-feedback, you've got a tone effect, and you got body res. The body res is only on the guitar. Let's hear the guitar clean. See what setting we got here. We got it pretty low. So let's try it. Let's try an echo. I didn't get a tone there quite like that I like. Maybe too much echo. The reverb and the echo aren't fitting in too well together. We could try another echo here. Let's go to the red echo. Lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Alright, let's hear the body res. So we go. So you can play around with those effects to try to find things that you like. We've also got a chorus here. Alright, so that gives you an idea of what effects are available to you, whether it's with guitar or whether it's with your vocals. I want to show you how easy it is to take this on and off. These basically have hooks here, and you want to put it around the mic stand and then twist like this, like rotate like this. And then it can basically rotate however you want it. So let's take a look at the reverse side. So if you can see here on the back side, you have the power. Here is the port for the switch 6 or for the switch 3, the pedal. Here's the guitar input. Now there's also a through for the guitar. If you run out of the through, so let's say you don't want to use the onboard guitar effects, which is something that I actually do. I've got a pedal board that I prefer to use, although I was just listening to those right now. You can totally use that for a solo acoustic gig. It's more than enough. In fact, I have used it just this piece to get the tones, and it's great. And with the Switch 6, you can have a little boost function. But like I said, the only thing it really doesn't have is a looper. But if you run the through, then the guitar is not affected by the guitar effects on the TC Helicon Perform VG, and it just routes through. If you only have the guitar cable going in like I have it now, then your mic out is everything together. So your mic out is going to have your vocals and your guitar. And that's why you don't need a mixer. The mixing, this is your mixer. It has an XLR direct out. And so if you're running a solo acoustic setup with one speaker, for example, like a QSC K12, this is literally all you need. I guess I'll give one more sample of it. This device, it's so nice to have the control right here at your fingers. I should say one other thing here. If you hold the mix down, now the guitar is muted. The mic is still on, as you can hear, and any effects on the mic are off. This is really nice for speeches. You know, when you're done playing, you can mute this and immediately remove all the effects, and all the effects that you had will still be there. So if you see, if I press this, So let's throw reverb echo on, and we'll throw some echo on the guitar. So if I hold mix, check, 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 you could still see the effects are all lit up. So the effects are there, they're saved. But now all you've got is the mic. And so let's say I'm playing a rehearsal dinner or a wedding of some kind. They're going to have some speeches. You can get wireless components for the microphones, right? So you can run a wireless microphone into this and then hold the mix for a second, get everything muted except for the mic, all the effects off, and then hand the mic off to whoever's giving the speech. I think that's a pretty awesome feature. And then also, if you hold mix down for longer, around 3 seconds or so, it's going to mute everything. I'm talking right now, talk, you can't hear anything. Then you just hold it again for a few seconds and it comes off. This is a great feature because if you're playing at a bar, it's nice to be able to lock everything. And somebody that comes up and tries to use the mic when you're not there, or tries to play your guitar or something, they're not going to know how to unlock it. That about does it for this. So that about does it. And yeah, I'll give one more demo of that song with some of the effects on, so you can get a sense of what sound can be accomplished through here. TC Helicon Perform VG, or TC Helicon, if you see this, if you put a looper into this device, you have the best device on the market. I don't know all the devices out there, but I've tried quite a few. For the price point of this, which I think is like 200 or something, 240 or something like that, to get everything all in one that can mount on your mic stand. The only other thing I would say is that the power cable could be a little bit longer. It's a little short. You know, if you're mounting it up here on the mic stand, the power cable barely hits to the floor, depending on how tall you are. I'm 6 feet. Other than that, it's an amazing piece of equipment. And for $240 to have everything you need other than a speaker, if you've got a guitar that can plug in and you're ready to go do a gig now, and you can, because for those of you, if you're just getting into it, you really want some reverb or some echo on your voice and on your guitar available to you that you can mix live depending on the environment you're in, so you can get the guitar to sit nicely in that space, or so you can get your vocal to sit nicely in that space. If it's just super dry, it can just call too much attention to itself in some venues. You know, a lot of times you don't want very much reverb, you don't want very much echo, or it sounds like you're in a cave. It's all about creating the right vibe, and you want to get a mix that just sits nice and balances in people's ears. So this has everything that you need to be able to do that right here at your fingertips in a compact device with nice effects. And the harmonizer, it chooses harmonies based on your voice and based on what the guitar is playing. I think there are better harmonizers on the market, slightly, just a little bit, but this is as good as you need. And as you learn how to use it and learn when it chooses correct harmonies, it's totally fine. It gets the job done. I don't know, I can't speak highly enough about this device. Yeah, again, TC Helicon, if you put a looper, this is your one man, this is all you need as a solo acoustic act. This is it. That's all I got to say. So I'll play a little more here, and then thanks for tuning in for the video, and see you guys in the next one. Let's try, I'm going to try all the effects on here. I never use chorus. Lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely, with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. And then I'm trying to remember, I think it's, with each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fears apart. And their laugh wrinkles your nose, touches my foolish heart. Yes, you're lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look. I love you just the way you look. I love you just the way you look tonight. That's it. Thanks, you guys. Peace out.